Grand rising and bright blessings to all of my pedal patrons. I'm coming to you on Thursday. It's the 13th of November, 20 and 25, which makes today's universal numerological energy value and frequency a 6. So today that means bringing the energy down, trying to balance some things out. And Lord knows we haven't even had a break since Sunday. Going back and reviewing, Mercury retrograded on Sunday, so that changes the conversations for people. It changes your thought processes for people. We're going through a lot of bunch of energy options that showed up with all of the major planets on Monday. Then, of course, Tuesday, we have the 11/11 portal opening, and the same day that Jupiter in Cancer went retrograde. So instead of extending everything out, we're now looking at things coming in on that home zone. Yesterday was huge energetically. Obviously, the coronal mass indexes and all of the solar flares and things that we're feeling created the visual way that you could see how energy works, and that was the aurora borealis that most of us here in the US could physically see, but you damn sure felt it, okay? Things are still spiking. If you are a Schumann resonance person, then they're going crazy with all the ways that these energies are affecting those different graphs. But just as the moon changes your emotional frequency, those frequencies are changing your body as well. You are receiving downloads, upgrades, whether or not you recognize it or not. But it still is creating this opportunity with all these things going on to bring up anything that needs to be addressed. And today, what we're addressing is where you feel fulfilled or unfulfilled. The other thing that we're having to work through today is where we are feeling a little bit hostile. And you're going to have plenty of opportunity today to sit down and think about where that energy attachment is coming from. Why do I react the way that I react? What did that person mean by that? There's a lot of those different types of things. So first and foremost, as a energy healer, as an angelic Reiki practitioner, I want you to, if you feel called to it, to pull in the energy of 528 hertz frequency. First, it's going to help clear and move all of these different energies coming down, and will support you in those thoughts because it wants you to be able to identify what's what so that you can make really strong decisions about what it is that you need to do for yourself. And make sure that you are adding to the universe, speaking to your angels, your spirit guides, whoever else it is that you happen to be working with within your own personal pantheon. What it is that you need, that energy is going to be with us for the next several days. So make sure, if you are on my Faceplace, you would have seen the Dressed and Blessed purple candle that I created for all types of prosperity and healing and justice and all the things that is dedicated to you, my pedal patrons. But I didn't post it here. So if you are wanting to get in on that action, your name, your wish, put it in the comments, and I am happy to add that to my personal practice over the next couple of days in assisting and giving some energy back to you guys. So having had said that, we're going to go to the map. We're going to talk about the astrology of the day, and we're going to give you the highest opportunity by each zodiac to sort of bring that together for you and give you a good rest of the day. Here we go. Okay. Only 3 transits today. They're all involving this moon in Virgo. So moon in Virgo is having a square with its ruler Mercury, and it's having a square with Mars. And then the last thing at 10:47 a.m. is the sextile, which is that purple line here with Pluto. So the energy today is, again, it's addressing. Mercury retrograde is readdressing all of the communication situations, okay, period. How you communicate to yourself, how you communicate to others, communication in general. But Mars is super aggressive, we already know that, and it's pushing those things. So if you've built up these stagnant energies, especially with the conjunction between Mercury and Mars yesterday, all conjunctions create an opportunity for something to take place. But we still have 5 different oppositions that I want to show you with all the main ones here affecting the Uranus, which also is now back in Taurus. So it affects a lot of physical, tangible, touchable things, and will also change the way that we view and are dealing with resources. So this is all about all the re's, okay? Review, rethink, reevaluate. especially when it comes to communication. So the Uranus in Taurus is creating a situation for addressing communication, what needs to be done, at the same time that it's pushing against the way that things need to be in order. So if you are an earth sign today, please, for the love of Mike and all that is holy, make sure that you are addressing what is triggering you and taking care of the internal issue. We're going to go through all the different zodiacs today, and address sort of what is, again, the best way that you can deal with the hostility that you might be feeling, the way that you need to think about it, determine why you're attached to the outcome or the way that you are, stuck on it not leaving your physical body. But you got to get into that Zen zone today, because the universal energies want to be able to support you with whatever that transformation happens to be. So if you're an Aries today, you may not actually be feeling like you're your best. You may need to feel, especially with all those energies with your ruler Mars doing its thing, and it's also pushing against that Uranus. You may not just feel the very best. So use the energy today to just sort of listen to other people, and you'll be able to do something with it. Taurus, you are a part of a kite formation today, which actually opens up the opportunity, but you have to address what's going on within the physical and the mental. So that is possibly the best opportunity that you will be able to get today. Just think about that. Gemini, your ruler is retrograde and it's doing all kind of funky things today, but the thing that shows up for you is, could you possibly be the person that is creating a little bit of unjust energy somewhere? And if it's not you, you have to face where things are really not in balance again, so that you can come up with a decision and a thought process and getting things back in order. However, Cancer, this is a great energetic day for you to be able to try to accomplish and getting some things done. Again, all the water signs are still in that great grand trine. It will change the way that Cancerians are going to start to take action today, and that's a good thing. Now, my Leos, obviously being ruled by the sun and it having a couple of different energetic points pushing out today, you do have one of the better options for healing something very, very quickly today, letting go of all the old stuff and allowing this new stuff to take hold for you. If you're a Virgo, here we go. This could actually be a very productive day for you, very specifically today. Don't burn yourself out. 2 and 2 hours of this, 2 hours of that, 2 hours of something else, to make sure that you are covering the spread, so to speak. It could be a very, very great conversational day for you. It also, even though your ruler is retrograde, there is something beneficial that shows up for you with this placement with Mama Venus coming in to help soften up some things in values and work and things of that nature. Libras, however, you're also going to be asked to readdress something, pay attention, go within, figure something out. Where is this coming from? What do I need to do with it? You're sort of in great observation mode today. If you're a Sagittarius, then no, I'm sorry, Scorpio. Scorpio, if you're Scorpio, you have to address why you're not addressing something. Something has been brought to your attention or is going to be brought to your attention, and you're going to have to also sit in that value, but you're going to have to figure out why you personally might be resisting taking action on something. Okay. Now, Sagittarius, the thing for you today is going to have a lot to do with how you are addressing things in groups. Something is possibly going to show up. You're going to need to marinate on it, but it's almost like you get a good piece of information today. What am I going to do with that information? Your universe wants you to just sit on it for a little bit before you start creating conversation about it, so that you know where you really stand. Capricorns, woo! Capricorns, look, address it if it needs to be addressed, and only if you have all of the details. The energy that you're at with your planetary ruler here, having some different issues with that Neptune. Is it real or is it Memorex? Only do it if it requires action. Aquarius today, use your words for positive motion, short and sweet, keep it pushing. Pisces, you have to pay attention to something that is going to affect your world today. Did you do your homework? Did you take care of all the things? The universe wants you to pay attention to what it is that you need to do next, which means use this frequency to help you move forward. As always, may you receive everything you need, want, desire.